Hello, MCC students. My name is Courtney Heinlein, and I'm here with my mom, Angela Heinlein. This podcast is for English 102 and is talking about technology and what it is doing to our lives. Today, I will be using the articles Tech Bigwigs Know How Addictive Their Products Are, Why Don't the Rest of Us by Adam Alter, and Is Google Making Us Stupid by Nicholas Carr. We are creating this through COVID-19 at Mesa Community College in the year 2021 for English 102. As we know today, technology is something we use on a daily basis that has taken control of our lives. How do you think technology is so addicting?
Well, we use it for everything from connecting with friends and family on Facebook, Instagram, all of those, to looking at recipes, watching TV shows and movies. I just think you can use it for so much stuff that you're constantly on a phone or some kind of technical device.
Yeah. So in the reading by Alter, it states that Bilton imposed a strict no screen time during the week rule on her kids, and she softened her stance only when they needed computers for schoolwork. Why do you think younger generations are growing up so addicted to technology?
Because things are so portable now that you'll see families in a store where the little kid is in the shopping cart and they're watching cartoons, or they're just always using it to entertain them while they're doing stuff that they don't know another way. Kids don't know another way to entertain themselves, or to just sit even in the shopping cart and look around while they're going through a store, or when they're in the car, instead of looking out the window and playing what's that game we used to play in the car where you'd find things with the different alphabets of the letter when you were little?
Yeah, like you'd say, what can you find that starts with the letter A?
Yeah. I'm sure that most families don't do that anymore because their kids have some kind of technical device. I mean, at some point when we went on long car trips to the mountain, we'd have the DVD player in for you and your brother to watch, but we didn't have a cell phone if we did have data at some point, you only got a limited amount of it, not like unlimited that everything has now. You didn't have as easy access to it.
Mm-hmm.
When you were really young, you only watched movies at home, or if we went on long car trips, we had to find other ways to entertain, like singing in the car, or playing you and your brother playing.
What do you think about like elementary school kids, like at school?
Well, they need it for some learning, but I don't know. I mean, they're going to need it in their lives because, look, we use it for everything now.
Yeah,
you don't even need encyclopedias. Did you ever use an encyclopedia?
Yeah, I used encyclopedias in like second grade, but that's because we didn't have access to the computers every day. Because there was only 2 computer labs in the school that I went to. Okay, and along with that question, how do you think your brain has changed due to all the technology that you use daily?
Well, you don't have to remember everything because you can look it up. I mean, I still know my home phone number from growing up, but half the time I can't remember for sure what your phone number is or your brother, because I've always had it in under your name in the phone book. So, I mean, I think a lot of things, that you have such easy access to it that you don't have to memorize stuff. I don't have to memorize everything. If I need to remember a formula for something, I know I can look it up.
Yeah. And in the reading by Nicholas Carr, it talks about how it's becoming harder for people to read books like they used to, and that they can only stay on like for a couple paragraphs or so. Do you find that being an issue with you?
No, I read books all the time, and at first I didn't think that I'd like reading them I have the Kindle app on my phone, and I thought it'd be harder to follow along doing it on a phone instead of an actual book. But no, I read books daily all the time. But I have found at my last job, when I was managing a lot of younger people, not so much reading, but that they have a problem with spelling because they're used to everything automatically doing spell check, grammar check. I think that's an issue.
Yeah. And with school being online, I know I have been relying on technology a lot more than in the past. And I know you have too, because you're working from home now and you're not face-to-face with people so much due to COVID. When do you think technology took over your life, and do you think that was more of a positive or negative change?
I think there's been both positive and negative. Like, working at home has definitely, that's when it's changed this last year, using a lot more technology. I used it before in my job, but I work for a nonprofit, so I don't do the same thing every day. So we would go out and meet with the community, which now because of COVID, we can't really. So we do it through Zoom. We do it through emails. I find that not leaving home a lot this year, that I have spent a lot of time watching Netflix, being on Facebook, Instagram, not making TikToks because I don't want to embarrass you, but watching TikToks. You're welcome.
I'm sure my class would love to watch you do some TikToks. But do you think it's positive or negative?
Well, I think that it's positive for my work, like the Zoom meetings and stuff, because anytime that people haven't had enough time to make it to a meeting in person, why can't we, when we go back in person, have our meeting also in Zoom for the people that can't make it there? But I think the negative of like sitting at home and just sitting and being on my phone, I was gaining weight, was kind of depressed and stuff. But I guess I also used technology to start working out, and I've been working out every day where I don't have to go to the gym. I can bring up a program on the TV. So I guess there's both positive and negatives.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank you so much for being in my podcast today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for asking me.
Have a good day.